At the end of this tutorial, you must have learned exactly how to set up a multi-vendor e-commerce platform. Now, this platform we are going to be setting up is going to look like Jumia. I'm going to show you everything, all the features it's going to have. It's going to also look like this website. Konga.com is also going to be like Amazon. Okay, I'm going to show you exactly how we can be able to set up these things and have everything that is going to be needed for this kind of website to grow and function correctly. And it's also going to be like this particular website called Walmart. I'm sure you guys know about this kind of website. So if you scroll down to the last page of this website now, you're going to see this section that says sell on Walmart. As you can see here, that means people like you and I that have products to sell can actually sell on websites like this. Okay, so what does all these websites have in common? That is exactly what I want to show you, which is exactly what we are going to be creating. So if you come to Amazon, if you come over to this section, if I scroll down at this Amazon page, if I scroll down and come over to this section, you're going to see here that said sell on Amazon. As you can see here, that means you and I or anybody that has something to sell can actually register here on Amazon and start selling. And that is the exact function of a multi-vendor e-commerce platform, which I am going to show you how to set up in today's tutorial. So make sure you watch it to the end. Now, second to the last, if you come over to this website called Konga, you're going to see this option that says sell on Konga, which is similar thing you'll find if you come over to this website Jumia. You're going to see this section that says sell on Jumia. So these are all a multi-vendor e-commerce platform, and what they have in common is anybody that has anything to sell can register and follow through the steps to start selling on the platform. And you as the owner, you're going to make money by taking commissions and the like. So if this is something you're interested in, watch this video to the end so that I can show you exactly how to set up these things from the very first step to the last very step. So if you're interested, let's go ahead. So what do you need for this kind of website? So the first thing you'll be needing is you need a domain name. So you go to websites, you click on the link I have in the description box below, or you go to Namecheap and get your domain name. Okay, so once you've gotten your domain name, all you just need to do is to search for a domain name and register it, buy it. Once you've registered the domain name, you need hosting. Okay, so you can reach out to me for a very reliable hosting account, because you don't want to get a shared hosting for this kind of website, because it's going to be taking a lot of information and a lot of things which your customers or your vendors are going to be uploading. So this website is going to take a lot of space, so you must make sure that you get hosting that is tailored for this kind of particular website. And if you want that, you can reach out to me via my email, which will be in the description box below, and we can set this thing up for you. Okay, and it's going to be very, very affordable. Okay, so or you can actually come over to Namecheap, okay, and still get a more premium hosting that is able to accommodate all of these things. But if you get from me, I've already gone ahead to do all the work for you. In fact, it's a VPS, and that way you are good to go. So once you've gotten your domain and your hosting account, you install your WordPress. Now we want to use WordPress to set this thing up. Okay, so once you've installed your WordPress, you'll be brought straight to this dashboard. So this is the user this is your dashboard, your WordPress dashboard. Now we are going to install a theme and a plugin. So follow me so that you can be able to get all the information that you need. So if you come to this appearance section, come to themes, you are going to have the option to upload any theme that you want. But in this case, we're going to be working with this one called Blocksy. So I'm going to just activate it because I've installed it before. But if you have not installed this, just click on add theme and install Blocksy. If you don't know how Blocksy is spelled, this is exactly how Blocksy is spelled. So as you can see, it's spelled Blocksy. So search for Blocksy, install it. After installing it, it's going to install the child theme as well. So after you have installed Blocksy, you're going to have this option that says activate Blocksy companion. So we want to activate this, okay, because it's going to enable us start using the features that Blocksy has. Okay, so I'm just going to click on activate Blocksy companion, and after activating it, it's going to bring us straight to this section. So this is exactly what the Blocksy companion is, because with this Blocksy companion, we can be able to control a lot of stuff on our website. Now we can also be able to use the starter site that they already have, and they have few extensions that might be very, very important, especially if you need them, okay, depending on what you're trying to achieve. And they have useful plugins that are very good for for this kind of website. For instance, Elementor, Outspot, all these other ones. Don't worry, we are going to get all of those things the next step. Okay, so I'm going to come to starter site. I'm going to make use of one of their demo sites so that we can have these things up and running. Remember, you can work with their demo site, or you can actually work this thing from a very scratch. But working with demo site is actually going to help you, have more room for a lot of other stuff. Okay, so I'm going to install this this particular WordPress, this particular starter site from Blocksy team. So this is called the guard rope or something. Okay, so I'm going to click on import. Now once I click on import, it's going to ask me, do I want to activate the child team? I'm just going to say yes, activate the child team. It's not a big deal. So we're going to select the page builder. Don't forget when I told you we need Elementor. So that means this step is actually going to help us install the Elementor plugin on our system. So follow what I am showing you. So right now we've installed Elementor. Now I'm going to click on next. So it's going to tell me that it's going to need to install all of this plugin as well. So we'll just go ahead to use them, although I'm not going to be using these WP forms as the form. I love to use Forminator, but I'm going to let it install. So after that, I can deactivate it and install Forminator and use and replace the form. So it's simple, or you can continue to use this, but me personally, I don't use this for now. So I'm going to click on continue. Then the next step is, as you can see, we have these options that says here, it's going to import the option, the widgets, the content, and it's going to do it on a clean install. That means if you already have things on the website, it's going to wipe it off and install it. So exactly what I want. I just click on next, and then we take our coffee, or you sip your wine and wait for this thing to activate to install. After installing, then we can continue to the next step. Now while we're waiting for it, I want to also tell you something. Don't forget, the environment where you have your website stored is very important. So if you have any questions related to all these kind of things, the comment is there for you to reach out and drop the comments. I'm going to respond, or you can actually send me an email. My email is in the description box below. Down part, you're going to find it. Check it out, reach out to me, ask me your questions, or if you want to get maybe hosting or anything else from me, reach out via email and we'll get to you immediately. So while we are still waiting for this thing to upload, this kind of website, there's a lot of ways you can make money. You can make money from commissions, you can make money from promotions. You can actually promote products on the first pages, and several other ways. You just have to be creative with it. Okay, so I'm going to relax a little bit and wait for this thing to upload, and once it's done uploading, then we are going to continue. So I'm just going to wait and come back when it's done. So guys, right now the template has installed. So what we're going to do, we're going to continue the tutorial. So right now we can actually view the site. This has actually installed that complete site on our domain, on our own website. So if I click on this and open it on a new tab, we are going to find out that this is actually going to show us the complete website that it has uploaded. Very simple and good to go. I'm going to show you exactly how to edit it and every other aspect and everything you need to know. So this is a very detailed tutorial, so keep watching. So this is a complete website that is already installed on our own domain, on our own website. So what we need to do now is to customize this thing to any extent. You can actually customize this thing to fit exactly the way you want it. Okay, so continue watching. I'm going to show you exactly how it's done. Now if you go into this product tab, you're going to see that we have all these products tab here, and a lot more. So if I come to this account section, if I go to let me go to my account, we're going to see that we're going to see this customer dashboard, and okay, not this place. Let me go to this place and go to my account, so I can show you the customer dashboard. Then later I can now start showing you exactly how to infuse a multi-vendor capability onto this particular website that we just created. So come to my account. It's going to take us to our customer dashboard. So I want it to quickly take us to the dashboard so that we can exactly see exactly how it's going to work out and how it functions. Okay, so you want to know exactly how your customers are going to see this stuff. This is exactly where you need to go to. So I'm going to show you exactly how to link to the link up and the links, which are very, very important for this kind of website. So make sure you keep watching. So now this is our customer account. So this is our customer account right now, our customer dashboard. Okay, so this is exactly what your customers are going to see. They will be able to manage their order. They will be able to see their dashboard, manage their orders, view all their addresses, and also see their account details. So this is a very unique and very simple dashboard for your customers. Now, how do we now infuse? Before I go ahead to start showing you exactly how to edit the website, first of all, let me show you exactly how to infuse a multi-vendor capability onto this website. Okay, before we start learning exactly how to edit it and make it look exactly the way we want it to look like, just to fit exactly what we want. So you can actually use this method to create any kind of multi-vendor e-commerce website, whether electronics, building, or selling those products, any kind of product. This thing works for any kind of product. So now let's go ahead to the back end. And right here we are in the back end. Nice. Now I'm going to go to the dashboard, and then I can now go ahead to show you exactly how to infuse multi-vendor capability onto this website. Now, to infuse multi-vendor capability onto this website, we are going to use some softwares or a plugin. So the name of the plugin you already know you are going to use is Dokan. So if you want to go to install the plugin, just come over here to plugins. Right here in the plugin section, just go to add new. Once you click on add new, it's going to take us to the plugins tab, and then right on the plugins tab, we want to be able to install Dokan. So all you just need to do is come over here and search for Dokan. So I'm going to search for it, and it's going to pull up Dokan, and we can be able to now install Dokan and start using. So this Dokan plugin actually is going to give us that multi-vendor capability onto our website. Now, there are some other multi-vendor plugins that I've not actually shared with you guys on this channel, but don't worry, in my subsequent videos which I'm making this series, I'm going to be talking about a lot of other multi-vendor e-commerce plugins that are actually going to help you get that multi-vendor capability onto your e-commerce website. Okay, so but today we are focusing on Dokan, which is very simple to use. As you can see here, it says Dokan, AI powered WooCommerce multi-vendor marketplace solution. Build your own Amazon, eBay, Etsy. Now, if you watch the beginning of this video, I showed you some couple of websites that you can use this particular plugin to achieve. So now let's continue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate this plugin, and after activating this plugin, I'm going to go ahead to continue showing you exactly how it's done. So right now the plugin has activated, and it's going to take us to this setup wizard. So this setup wizard is actually going to make life easy for you. So what's going to happen is just continue with the setup wizard. It's going to ask you a few information, enter the information correctly, and then you have your own multi-vendor e-commerce website done. Very simple. So now let's go through it together. Okay, so right now we're going to click on start journey, and then you're going to see here it says choose how vendors store URL will appear. So this is what is going to be on your vendor store URL. So this, we are going to use it as store. So this is an example of how it's going to be like, which is something is not bad. It's okay. So I can uncheck this, or you can check this, doesn't matter really. So right now we need to set what our multi-vendor e-commerce marketplace goals are. So what are we trying to get to sell? Digital products, or we're dealing on physical products, or we're doing on services, or we're doing on subscription. So depending on what your multi-vendor e-commerce website is, you just select. So in this case, I'll just select this physical products. Okay, so after that, now it's going to ask us, how do you plan to handle deliveries? Very important aspect of a multi-vendor e-commerce website. You need to know exactly, are you the one that's going to handle the deliveries as the owner of the marketplace website, or you want your vendors to be able to do the deliveries? Now, in my own opinion, in my own understanding, I feel like you should do the delivery yourself. So whenever the products are being asked, since you're managing the full website, do the delivery yourself. Okay, so that means whenever somebody orders, the product is going to be sent to you, then you will package it with your company name or with your marketplace name and send it to the client or the person that orders. Now, if you allow delivery to be done by your vendor, which is also good, then you have some risks. Okay, your vendors could get your customers and then get them to start shopping off your website, and once there's a transaction done off your website, there's no way you can actually make money, because you can't actually take commissions for transactions that are not done on your website. So that is why you should make sure you are able to start doing the deliveries yourself, which is something I advise. So this is an opinion from me, but let's continue the tutorial. So right now we're going to select this marketplace handles delivery. What's your top priority? I'll say my top priority is maximizing sales conversion. Whichever one you select here, it's not a big deal. Okay, so just select it and continue. Right now it's going to tell us it's going to install some plugins that are very useful as well, but I don't need any of them for now. So I'm just going to click on next. Also, it's going to now go ahead to start preparing our store. And after a few seconds, as you can see here, we have this congratulatory message. Congratulations, you are all set to start selling. And now we can explore our dashboard. So all we just need to do is to click on explore dashboard, and it's going to take us to our Dokan dashboard. So this is the side where you're going to handle everything that has to do with your Dokan customizations and add-ons and the like. So this is exactly where you're going to see all of those things. As you can see, the information here, or this particular section of Dokan, is pretty much simple and straightforward. You can see how many products, how many vendors you have, your vendors registrations, customers, recurring customers, orders that have been cancelled, and you can see the total products on the side, total vendors you have, commissions you have earned, total sales that have happened on your website. You're going to see your top performing vendors. Guys, this plugin is packed with information, and that is exactly why I am telling you guys to use it to make your multi-vendor e-commerce website, Dokan. So right now, since we have actually done all of these things, you need to make sure you complete your setup. So go ahead and click this start setup. So we need to complete all of this guide, because they are integral part of this website. Okay, so now as you can see, it says shipping fee. Who takes the shipping fee? Remember when I told you need to make sure you are the one doing the shipping. If you can actually start doing the shipping yourself, please do it yourself. Don't allow your vendors to ship. Now if you think it's complicated, then you can allow your vendors to ship and do all those parts, but trust me, in the long run you're going to start losing customers. Okay, because your vendors are going to find a way to make sure they know your customers. So that means they can actually take orders outside your website, and once that is done, you don't have any commission. Your business is going down. So but if you are handling the deliveries, that means your vendors don't really know who exactly is the customer that bought the product, but you, as the middle person, that's the owner of the site or owner of the platform, you know the customer, you know the vendor, and you make sure everybody is happy. And at the end of the day, everybody ends, everybody is good. The customer is happy to collect a very good product. Your vendor is happy to have made sales. You are happy to have also made commissions out of those sales. That's exactly how it should be. So in this case, I'm going to say admins is going to take the shipping fee. Then as you can see, it says product tax fee. So who's going to take the product tax fee? Just leave that for your vendor. Shipping tax fee recipient, who will take the shipping fee? Just go to admin. So vendors can change order status. You want your vendors to be able to change order status. Yes or no, doesn't really matter, but depending on whether you are doing the shipping or not. Okay, new vendors sell directly, so automatically enable selling capability for new registered vendors. So you can actually enable that, or you just disable it. That means your new vendors will have to go through a verification process before you enable it for him or her. So it's actually very simple. Right here on Dokan, you will find that feature as well. So now that we have selected all of this, just click on next, and then it's going to take us to the next setup. So the next setup here is commissions. Very important. Remember I told you before. So how do we want to take commissions? Is it a fixed rate or a category based rate? So I'm just going to go to fixed. So admin commission, amount you will get from sales in both percentage and fixed rate. So in percentage, we want to take 10%, and fixed rate, we're going to take $10. Okay, depending on whatever or how you plan to achieve this, you can actually set yours to any amount. So you can do 20%, you can do 10%, you can do 5%, you can do 2%, you can do 3%, but start small. Okay, so that you can understand exactly how it goes. Then you can now adjust when you are already in business. So I'm just going to leave this the way it is and continue. And then after that, we can go ahead to start setting up the withdrawal. Now this withdrawal aspect, very important as well, because this is how your vendors are able to withdraw their payment. and the likes, and the different payment gateways you are going to use to pay them. So you want your vendors to withdraw through PayPal, you enable it. If you wanted to do bank transfer, very easy to do. This part is actually the most popular, trust me. You enable it. If you wanted to do Skrill, you also enable Skrill. Then you want to do minimum withdrawal limits. Okay, so if you want to have a limit to how much your vendors are able to withdraw out of their platform, that means when they make sales of, let's say, 1,000 naira or dollars, you want them to have access to everything, no problem. But if you want to have withdrawal limit, that means until you get to 50,000 naira or $50, you cannot withdraw yet. Then you set it here. Okay, you just add the amount here. So order status for withdrawal, that means every withdrawal that is going to be placed on the website, the order status must have reached, this one is selected as completed, which is exactly how you want to set yours. Okay, so leave it like this. So once you have done that, just click on next, and now we are going to fix up the appearance section. This section very important because this is exactly how it's going to look on your website. But since I'm going to show you exactly how to edit your website very soon, we're not going to dwell so much on this section. But trust me, this is exactly where you select how the appearance of the website should be like. And once you have selected all of this, just click on next, and then boom, we have actually completed this setup wizard. As you can see, it says your marketplace is ready to explore. Visit the Dokan dashboard. So we just click on that Dokan dashboard. It's going to automatically now take us back to the dashboard. And now that we're back into the dashboard, we can now explore so many other things. Okay, so follow me as we continue to experiment or do this to another for us to have a very good site up and running. So right now we can actually see vendors approval. So you can see we only have one. Product approval, don't have any. Product withdrawal, don't have any. So right here, this is exactly where you find all of this information. Now, how do you even see your vendors? Okay, if you come to this section, you're going to find vendors. Just click on vendors, and you're going to see the amount of vendors you already have on this multi-vendor e-commerce platform that you already own. So as you can see, the vendor, it's me, and I can turn on selling for this vendor or not. Okay, but now that I've showed you good stuff about Dokan, now let's go to the front end of the website. How can we even edit this particular type of website? Now, editing this particular type of website is going to take time, and that means you need to calm down to do it. So watch as I'm going to experiment, or I'm going to show you exactly how you can go about it. Okay, but before we do that, just know that once you've done your Dokan and every other aspect, you've done all those parts, your website is almost ready. So all is needed is for you to edit it. Now before we go ahead and start editing, I want to show you. So these are the store vendor, this is going to be your vendor dashboard. Okay, so how do you locate it? Just go to dashboard, and then boom, you're going to locate it. Let me see if I can easily just locate this. So this is okay, let me see. So this is actually how our vendor dashboard is going to look like, guys. So as you can see here, it's pretty much very beautiful and very straightforward. This is exactly how our vendor dashboard is going to look like. Once this account, as you can see, it says here your account is not enabled for selling, please contact the admin. Now this account is not enabled yet for selling, and that means we need to actually enable this account before we start even uploading products. But aside that, every other thing is in place. So how do we even do that? So I'm going to come here to Dokan, go to vendors. It's going to bring us here, and then I go to select status. Now once you update the status of this placing selling feature will be turned on, as you can see. So if I go back to the site and refresh, we're going to see that we have our account. That means we can now start selling with the account. So as you can see, it's actually reading. Now that message that we got there, error, is no more there. That means we can start selling with our account. And this Dokan dashboard, very easy to understand. There's no much karamo going on, there's no much things going on. Everything here is direct and simple to use. So right here now, if I go to products, I can go ahead to start adding products. like normal owner of the e-commerce website. So I can go ahead to start adding products, and these are all the products on the website currently. So you can add products and fill in all the details, and then you are good to go. Once your product is approved, it's going to show up here that you've added it, and it's going to show on the products tab of the website immediately. So right now, let's continue. Since this is our vendor dashboard, that means we already have a customer dashboard, we have a vendor dashboard, and we have the admin dashboard, which is exactly where we are working from. So we have 3 dashboards that will be given to you, so make sure you continue. So now that everything is here and on board, we have added everything. Now, how do we even customize this website? Customizing this website is simple. So if I go to the home page of this website, that means we can now customize it using a plugin known as Elementor. Remember when we uploaded Elementor, or when we are uploading our starter site and it comes with Elementor, this is exactly where you're going to use it. So if I click on edit with Elementor now, it's going to take me direct to Elementor. Yes, you're going to take me direct here, and then from here we can go ahead to start doing great stuff, okay, for our multi-vendor e-commerce platform. So as you can see here, we have a little error. It says here your site doesn't have a default kit. So it's simple, just click on regenerate kit. It's going to automatically redirect you to where you are going to regenerate it, okay, so which is this one. Once you regenerate it, then you are good to go. So for now, I can go ahead to refresh this page, and then we'll be good to go, okay. Yes, so this is Elementor. Right now, right here is where we want to start editing our multi-vendor e-commerce platform to look exactly the way we want it to look like, okay. So don't forget, we have actually settled the vendor dashboard, customer dashboard, and so many other stuff, okay. So let's keep watching as we learn exactly how to do this stuff from here. So right now is the time we need to now edit this website to anyhow we want it to look like, okay. So this is actually done by using Elementor. So right now we are here. We can actually close this thing, close this one. So after that, so now we can go ahead to start editing this. So how can we even edit this thing? Is simple, just drag and drop. Elementor is very simple to use. So we can go ahead now, click on this section, then we can go ahead to change whatever text we have here. We can add our own, or we can actually change it entirely. And then another good stuff is, if you want to change the background image, let's say you don't like the background image, you just right click on it and click on edit container. Once you click on edit container, come over to this section, you can see this background image here. We can go ahead to choose another background image. So you can actually upload a background image if you have one, or just upload one if you have one. I don't have any, so I just clicked on it to see if I can use any other one. But let me see if you can try this. But you just can upload anyone you want to upload. As you can see, it's going to show up here, but you want to make sure you actually remove the background so that you can actually have it good here. Now if you want to, let's say you want to make sure the background is, you want to change so many other stuff, so you can go ahead to use all of these other controls. So as you can see here, you can use all these controls to actually edit this website to look exactly the way you want it to look like, okay. So it's pretty much very simple. And yes, so if you scroll down here, you can actually edit these other ones, which are actually very good for your multi-vendor e-commerce website. So you can go ahead to edit this or edit this, and once you click on it, then you have this section here where you can go ahead to start editing it the way you want, or the way you like, all these text and icons. Then you can see these products. These products are the ones that are added by our customers, our vendors, sorry, okay. So you can actually see them here, and you can also see this stuff here as well. So you can actually edit any of these things. So whichever one you want to edit, once you come on it, you have this option to edit it, or change the text or change the color. Very simple. As you can see here, this is a blog post, so you can actually go ahead, customize your blog post from the WordPress dashboard, and then you can customize this one as well. So guys, to edit this thing is one of the easiest thing to do, but you have to be creative. Okay, it's one of the easiest thing, because once you come to Elementor, the possibilities are endless. Okay, it's a drag and drop. Once you kind of click on it, you get the other one. So if you go to the next page, which is the products page, these are all the editable pages right now. So you cannot really edit the products page, and you can edit the service, you can edit about us, you can edit the news and contact us. Okay, so these things are very simple. So now let's say you've edited your website, the front page, your home page, you have edited it with Elementor. And don't forget to always publish each time you actually make changes to the website, even if it's a change as little as correcting a word change. Make sure you save the changes, okay, so that it will be able to reflect on your new on your website, not just reflecting on where you're editing it. Okay, make sure to use the publish icon. Very, very, very important. Okay, so now let's say we have actually done the front page editing and everything. We are good to go. Then the next thing we need to do, or the next thing I need to show you, is the products page. Okay, now in the products page is where your customers is going to be almost every day, because they are trying to look for products that are very good for them. So as you can see, this is the products page. So this is exactly some of what this kind of pages is the one you find in Amazon, eBay, Walmart. Okay, because their designs are not exactly like this, but they always make sure that their home page, that their product page is not this, like it's very, very similar, different from their home page. Okay, so a lot of all these seven websites don't like to have a personal home page, because it's going to start having a lot of information. But with the shop page, immediately here you go to the website, you can go ahead to start shopping very soon. So you can change this language, change this logo. By It's very simple. If you want to change the logo, all you just need to do is come to this section that says customize. Yeah, once you click on customize here, you can be able to now change all of these logos and the way you want it to be like. Okay, so guys, this is actually a very detailed multi-vendor e-commerce platform tutorial. As you can see, we have not even spent a lot of time, and the basics, we have gone way above the basics. Okay, so if you have been following me, you must have understood one or two things about these plugins and themes and how it functions. Okay, so if you're interested in this kind of content, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notification icon. Don't forget to follow us across other social media handles too. But on this channel, subscribe, like, and share the video, so that you won't miss any video once we drop them on the channel. Okay, so if you want to change the logo, it's simple. Now once you come over here, you can click this triple dot here and go ahead to change the logo. As you can see, once you select the logo, this is disappear, and then you can change yours. Okay, very simple. Okay, very, very simple to change your logo. And if you want to also change the footer logo, same thing. So if you come over here, you are going to find you can actually save or change anything you want to change. Okay, not only the header section, but the footer. If you come over here to footer, you see this copyright message, you can change that. You can see this menu, you can see social media, so you can actually do a lot of other stuff. Okay, right here on you can actually do a lot of stuff right here. Okay, so guys, this is how you edit the page. Very simple with Elementor. Each one you want to edit is right here. You just make use of it and edit the page easily with Elementor. Guys, in this video I successfully showed you how to install WordPress, how to get your WordPress site up and running, sorry, and how you can install a theme like this one and install Dokan on it and start having your multi-vendor e-commerce website. This actually works for digital, physical, any kind of product. Even if today we are focusing on physical products, then you want to make sure you actually focus on everything that I've taught you in this video. Now, one more important thing is, or some other important things that we have not added, is payment gateway. Now, for this kind of website, you need to have a reliable, stable web payment gateway. Now, if you are asking me what kind of payment gateways are you gonna have try to get, I say if you're in Africa, make sure you get Flutterwave account. Flutterwave account, very important. This will actually help your multi-vendor e-commerce grow. Flutterwave account is very simple to get, and they actually help you do a lot of stuff. Okay, so another one is Paystack. Okay, you can go ahead to get a Paystack account and start using for your business. Okay, paystack account. Now this works for Nigeria. Okay, I don't know of other countries, because I know this one works for Nigeria. So an international payment gateway that you must have, or try every possible guest to get, is your Stripe account. Stripe account is going to elevate your business, and it's going to give it more power to do business with international audience. Okay, so get a Stripe account, get it verified, and then start using. Okay, so that you're not going to have a lot of stuff, and everything is direct and simple to do. So Flutterwave, very good. Paystack, very good. Stripe, perfect. Make sure you have a Stripe. PayPal, you can also make use of PayPal. So these are the payment gateways you need to have. Now, how do you integrate this payment gateway to your e-commerce platform? It's simple. Go to the back end and go to this section called plugins. Go to add plugin. Simple. Search for the plugin and you have added it immediately. So in this case, let's say I want to even use Flutterwave. So if I search for Flutterwave now, as you can see, it's going to pull up, and then I have my Flutterwave. So as you can see here, this is Flutterwave eCommerce. This is actually very good, because this is exactly the one we want to use. So by Flutterwave, or you can actually see yes, okay, this is the exact one we want to use. Okay, Flutterwave WooCommerce. Okay, so if this is integrated into your WooCommerce now, have you entered all the keys, public and secret key? It's simple. I don't want to install it, but if you install it now, it's going to take you to where you're going to insert the public and secret key, and you can find that from the back end or dashboard of your Flutterwave or Paystack account. So that is why. So guys, very simple stuff, very direct stuff. Settled payment gateway. If you want to handle shipping for this kind of stuff, you're going to be shipping by zones and a lot of stuff. So it's simple. Go to WooCommerce here, go to settings, and start setting things up for your success. Okay, so guys, this is exactly how everything is done, and I believe you gained one or two things from this tutorial. So if you have not understood, or if you did not understand any part of this stuff that I just explained in this short video, tell me in the comments or leave a message, okay, so that I can be able to attend to any of these things that you lead to. Okay, so guys, I believe this video was helpful. I've been able to show you guys you can actually set up a multi-vendor e-commerce platform easily without having so many tools. As far as you have your domain hosting and you're good to go, you can have a multi-vendor e-commerce platform later on for yourself. So guys, I want you to go ahead to start practicing, start creating this stuff. I'm always here to answer your questions, and I'm here to support if I need to support. So thank you very much for watching this video. I've been able to show you exactly how to set up a multi-vendor e-commerce platform. There are so many other things that I did not show you in this video that I would have loved to, but there's no problem. We are going to exactly help you grow your multi-vendor e-commerce platform, especially if you subscribe to this channel. So thank you guys for watching. I'm going to see you guys on the next video. Thank you.